Hey, it's Trey. And welcome to Midday with Trey. Of course, I'm going to start coughing and my phone's going to go off as soon as I start talking. Good night. Let me get a drink of coffee. Look, I got a new mug. I can't really show it to you right now because I'll spill my coffee. But it's a steampunk mug of a skull. Today, I got my composition book out and I got my altered book out, and I'm just going through I got a big box of images over here that I'm just kind of going through and just gluing in and just playing around basically. So did you guys miss me last week? Guys, let me tell you, I just got overwhelmed. Oh, let me tell you. Competition went great. I'm really happy with how well I performed. I did screw up a little bit, but not bad. We did really good. The whole team did really well. As adults, we scored well, and we got precision of the day, which means we beat some kids, which is always fun. Precision is a category of dance where you're scored on how precisely you are together. So like you have to put your arms up at the same time, and it's a couples dance. So you have to dance with a partner, then you have to make so many formations, and then you're judged on like how precisely you dance together. So our team won precision of the day, which means that our precision dance scored higher than any other precision dance that day, which is good, and it means we beat some kids. Which is rare because hey, kids have all that energy and stuff. So we did that. We had a great competition day. The competition was over fairly quickly. Germ went out and kind of explored the Winston-Salem area most of the day while I danced, so he wasn't really around while I was dancing. He did miss one dance of mine that he wanted to see. He was sad about. We did an 80s melody dance, and he missed it. So he was sad. But he'll have plenty of opportunities to see it. He wanted to see it because it was our first time performing it. And I have to say, I performed a lot better when he wasn't there than when he was there. But yeah, the kids, they scored really well. I'm really happy and really proud of them. They just did so good. What else? So then we left the competition. It was actually in Welcome, North Carolina, and then we went to a couple of Goodwills, and that was fun. And had a nice relaxing drive back over. It was really nice because competition was over like at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, something like that. So we had plenty of time to go and kind of explore a little bit and then head back over. I think we got home still pretty late because we spent a lot of our time, exploring the area since we had the time. I got a lot of dark pictures here. So yeah. So then we came back, and then we found out that Jeremy's best friend, his brother had died. He had Downs, and he was like 48 years old, so he lived a really long life. But I mean, it's still sad. So we ended up dealing with that, this week, funerals and all that, and just work. As long as I work full time, it's just hard for me to do this because work is number one priority, unfortunately, as long as I'm working full time. So I think what I'm going to do is do Midday with Trey. I think I'm going to do it Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. And that'll give me, then hopefully I can do some other videos as well. Because I noticed my whole channel is just nothing now but Midday with Trey, because it's all I have time to film. I don't even have any more Worth It or Curse It's because I don't have time to film them. I'm filming, Midday with Trey. I'll get it figured out, guys. Just hang with me. It's all a learning experience. You got to figure out what you can do and what you can't. And just, 5 days a week is just, it's too much. That's too much for me at this point in my life. So then this past Friday, I took Jeremy's mom out. We had a nice little day. We went to this little nursery that she's been wanting to go to, that she didn't know where it was at. So I took her there, and she bought some plants. And I got a couple plants too. I got a couple bleeding hearts. And I actually need to go out and plant them today. But yeah, the nursery is this young guy. I think he's 20 now. But I think it started off as a school project, to be honest. And he just fell in love with starting seeds, basically. And so now he has his own little nursery in his front yard. He's a sweet kid. So I always like buying from him when I can. I got a really nice Akusa dogwood tree from him for $5. Tell you can't buy a tree for $5 anywhere. Okay, I don't like the way this is turning out, so let's just turn the page. I have my that might work for in here. I'll say I've got my this is my dang it, why can't I talk? Altered book. So I'm just like barely tacking these in here. I don't want them to stick yet because this, I wish I wouldn't have used this. This is just so phallic. I don't like it. So I'm trying to go through and add some stuff. I don't even know. Let's see what I've added. Because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some more experimentation of just painting over things. I added that. I added her, but I don't know. I think I'm going to put her right here, but I'm not sure. So she's not even in there at all. I thought I added something there, but I guess I did. I added that. And I added that. Oh. I added that. So, I added that. Slowly. And I think I'm going to experiment more with doing this. Like, just painting over it. Because that was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing that. So, I think I'm going to do some more of that. And then, of course, I've got my other ones, my experiments and all that. I mean, that's what all this is, right? Is experimenting and playing around. And that's what this little composition book's going to be. It's just experimenting and playing around. Just let your mind free. Free your mind and the rest will follow. That's a nice map on the back. I don't like any of that now, though. Then Saturday, we went to the Tennessee Renaissance Festival in Middle Tennessee, and it was so much fun. Oh, it was so much fun, and it was so crowded. I could not believe how many people were there. We tried to keep our distance, but it was really hard. We saw the jousting, which was nice. And I got so tickled. There was this kid behind us, and they were putting out the jousting sticks. And he was like, "Oh, those tips are blunted, so this is fake." I wanted to turn around and go, "Boy, you was wanting to see some bloodshed today." Or he just kept going, "Oh, it's not real. Oh, it's not. Oh, they're wearing this. It's not real." That kid was like a true Roman. He wanted bloodshed. Nobody got dehorsed, which was nice. That kid was disappointed with that too, but they were old men. I'm like, "Oh Lord." And the announcer was like, "Who wants to see an unhorsing today?" And that kid was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh Lord, not me. I don't want anybody to break a hip." But I always love the jousting. It's fun because I don't like it when they joust each other. No, that's hard for me to watch because I'm so afraid somebody's going to get hurt. But I love it. They do these games where they have to like hit a block of wood, and wherever they cut it, they get like certain points, and then they have to like spear a ring and all that. And I enjoy them doing that. But they had 3 nights, and one of them was a lady, which was nice. Her name was Lady Jane, I believe. And I love that they had a woman there, so it was great. She didn't do all that good, though. I felt kind of sorry for her, but at least she was out there representing, right, ladies? She's out there trying something new. That's what I like. That's what I'm about. Just trying something new. And then yesterday, Kenan came over for a little bit, put in his contacts because he lost his glasses. Let me tell you, this is how he lost his glasses. How did he lose his glasses, you might ask? Well, he lost them on the interstate because he stuck his head out the window. And they flew off his head. Idiot. He's like, "Mom, I'm not even mad because I need new glasses anyways." And I'm like, "Well, good. I'm glad you're not even mad, considering you're not the one who pays for them." I swear. He ain't even right. But he brought his girlfriend over, and then his really good friend Georgia. Hadn't seen her in a while. And they came over and put on their swimsuits, and they went swimming. And I told Audrey, I was like, "Please make sure he doesn't get sunburned." And she's got really black hair, and I always thought that was her natural hair. But she told me yesterday, she's like, "I'm also a redhead," so she's like, "I'll take care of him." I'm like, "Okay." So I felt good about that. Because she does not, I would have never guessed that she was a redhead. Never. She does not have that complexion of a redhead, even though she is more on the paler side. She's just, I mean, if you're a redhead, you just know the freckles and all that. I mean, come on. I have a lot of red in my hair. My mom was redheaded. But I am darker skinned, where I take after my father. But apparently I have redheaded traits in me, which is why my poor little son turned out all redheaded. Which he hates to be called redheaded. He says he's blonde. Which, I mean, he is really blonde-headed as well. But he has a lot of red in his hair, just like his dad. His dad's, where Kenan is blondish red, his dad is brownish red. So, like, his mustache and stuff has a lot of red in it. He used to get so mad because he'd go, people always says I'm redheaded, but I'm not. But he has, like, the pale skin with freckles and all that. And then he always had a mustache. And it just has a lot of red in it. And it just gave him the illusion of having red hair. Because he was very ruddy. Everything about him was ruddy. But it was nice to see Kenan, and I thought we already done our last rotation together, but according to his dad, nope. We got one more rotation, so I'm like, okay, that's fine with me. So I asked Kenan if he would come over this week and help me with some yard work, and he said he would, and I told him I'd pay him $20 because he doesn't have a job right now. Did I paste all these down? And he was like, no, Mom, you do so much for me. I'll just come over and do it for free. And I'm like, what? Yes, there it is. I was like, I knew I didn't glue one of these down. I hate when that happens. That happens more than often than not. You put something down and you're like, I'm just using the last of my glue stick because you know me, guys. I'm frugal as heck. So I worked outside yesterday and planted some of my plants. It's so hot yesterday. Oh, Lord. And then Jeremy went out and we had a light out on the Santa Fe. Had a brake light out. So Jeremy went and changed it. Oh, Lord. He had so much trouble getting that thing changed. He just did not have the right tool to get it off. He's really bad to like, okay, I bought him a really nice tool set when we got married. And, I mean, it was really nice because we got married. I bought this house and then we got married. And so he was moving in here with me. We were moving in here together. And, so I bought him a tool set thinking, oh, you know, he could, you know, do repairs around the house, all that. Not knowing that he is not handy in the least little bit at all, period. But, however, when he does work on something, he leaves his tools everywhere. So he just that kid just became bits in no time. And I was just so upset. I was like, I went to go get like a screwdriver or something out of the kit, and it was like half empty. And I was like, Jeremy, just put the stuff up. After you get done with it, oh, well. No, he just tosses stuff everywhere. Everywhere. So that kit was like completely incomplete. So I bought myself a little kit that I got, I think at Lowe's around Mother's Day. And it was just a little kit that had like pink tools in it. Little pink handles. So I bought it for me so that Jeremy would know it was mine. And he is not allowed to use that. And when he does, if he does, he has to put the tools back. Well, yesterday, I went to the closet where that toolbox is. I have that little toolbox, and then I have a box of screwdrivers that are in there, and they're my tools. Those are my tools. I use them, then I put them right back up, and I put them right back where they go. Yesterday, or last night right before I went to bed, I went to get something out of that closet, and I noticed that my tools were missing. I was like, Jeremy, where are my tools? He's like, they're down in the garage. And I'm like, oh my God. Because I know what that means. It means he used them on the car yesterday. And now they're probably all in disarray. And I'm going to have to go down there and put them all back together. I swear. Sometimes living with somebody is hard. So I think this Father's Day, I'm going to buy myself a really nice tool set. Because, I mean, I like that one okay. But it's not a very big set, you know. I think I want to buy myself a really nice big set. Since I'm the one who does all the repairs and stuff around here. I got some strips of paper here. I'm just trying to go back and put them down somewhere. I was really hoping to get some nice jewelry from the Renaissance Fair, because usually I get some really nice pieces from there. But not this year. I did find a really nice like headdress that I wanted. It was just like, it had a real pretty stone that dropped right in the middle of your forehead. But yeah, they wanted $100, and I'm just like, no, I'm not paying $100 for something that I can't wear anywhere. Because who is going to wear? Ooh, I really like that. I mean, I am pretty unique, so I probably could wear it wherever because I don't care, but still. The first year we went, I bought this real beautiful heart necklace that was, it was a wire wrap kind of thing with a beautiful stone. I love that thing. But nobody was selling anything like that. I just don't know. It was just weird. A lot of it was just like manufactured stuff, you know, like this. I mean, this isn't handmade. That's manufactured. And the only reason I bought it, because I really wasn't all that sold on it, and the only reason I bought it was because Jeremy wanted a shot glass from there, and he wasn't going to get the shot glass unless I got something. And I had already walked the whole fair twice and could not find anything that I wanted to buy. That's pretty sad. I also wanted a new ocarina, and they didn't have any ocarinas. The only thing they had was like a bird call. And I was like, I don't want a bird call. I want a musical instrument. They didn't have any. I don't know. It was just weird. I don't know if maybe a lot of people didn't come this year still, or, you know, people are trying to recoup from last year. Because, I mean, I know that has to be such a burden for them. Artisans and all. I mean, I'm glad that we do have the internet, and hopefully a lot of those artisans did have good sales on the internet. But, I mean, I do follow this one girl online who's an artisan, and she sells a lot of her stuff online now. But she did used to do a lot of fairs like that. She did a lot of like Comic-Cons and things like that. She does a lot of different jewelry. You know, I learned a lot about like pricing jewelry and stuff from like her, because, you know, she said a lot of times where they'll make their money is like on earrings and stuff, because they can charge more for the earrings than what it costs them to make them, you know. But on their bigger pieces, a lot of times they don't make as much profit because it costs them so much more to make, and yet they can't really charge that or people won't buy it, you know? So I always thought that was interesting. So ever since I heard that, a lot of times for if I see an artisan and I really like their work or whatever, I will go and buy like a pair of earrings from them or something. So support them, hoping that that's more of their higher profit items. And I've actually asked um, there was one girl I really loved her work, and I was like, "What's some of your higher profit items?" And she was like, "What do you mean?" You know, I was like, "What are some of the items that you make that you get the most profit out of?" And she didn't really want to tell me, and I was like, "Tell me, and I'll buy it." And so it was this bracelet, and so I bought it. I ended up giving it away, but it was nice. It was nice to be able to support her. She was just blown away because she was just like uh, she just did not want to tell me. And I guess it is kind of, it is weird. That's a blood vessel, and you can tell. So let's rip him up. There we go. I love blood vessels. I just, I don't know why. They show up a lot in my work. Platelets. And I think that's why I love that Life Extension magazine, because I can get blood out of it. Still have not located that little composition book that we were working on, but then again, I haven't really looked for it. I know it's on this desk somewhere, but the desk is in quite disarray. In fact, the whole house is pretty much in disarray because I'm kind of in a holding pattern where I'm waiting for Kenan to move out, and then I'm going to turn his room into my new art studio. And then where I brought in a bunch of stuff from work, I need to redo my office here. My office here is nothing more than a desk in my dining area. So I have to get rid of a lot of the stuff that I brought home from the office. But then again, there's some things that I want to put there. So I need to rework that space. I need to rework this space because a lot of it. Oh, yeah. And then not only did I clean out my office, but then I got a bunch of my grandfather's stuff. So I need to go through it because I went through some of it, but I have not went through all of it. And it's just so much stuff. And it's so hard to go through. Because there's a lot of stuff on there about my mom. I had to read a bunch of stuff about my mom's accident and all of this. And about how, where my grandfather tried to sue the guy that killed my mom. And where my grandfather tried to sue my mom, I guess sue the guy who killed my mom, I guess I should say. I think I said my dad. Well, my dad's my grandfather. I call him Dad. Had to go through all that. Not very pleasant. I was reading the police reports from the accident and all that. Just, I don't know. It's just hard to go through. My mother-in-law asked me a lot about like my mom's accident Friday. Which I'm kind of surprised I hadn't, I guess I've told her before, but she's probably forgotten. But she was like asking me how old I was when my mom died. I was 6. I was 6 years old. I don't remember much about her. trying to think what else we did this weekend. Jeremy got to go to 7-Eleven, which he was happy about. He loves 7-Eleven. The White Castle that he wanted to go to shut down, so he didn't get to go to White Castle. He was upset about that. We are going to go to the zoo Saturday, and we're going to get season passes, and I'm excited. I'm excited to get season passes. I'm excited because then we can go to zoos different parts of the country as well. Oh, I got a thing of stickers. Put some stickers down. Let's do them a little bit straighter than that, though. Do, 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 do. This is all like watercolor, where I was experimenting. They look like little balloons. They're supposed to be like push pins, but they look like little balloons. These are hard to peel off because they're old and they're die cutter. Oh no, the little pin part didn't even come off. Oh no, yeah, it did. But say it didn't even come off with it, but it did. I'm loving this. This is so silly. The things that bring me pleasure. Yeah, their die cutting machine went all the way through the paper at some points, and it's hard to pull off the sticker. Dang it. All right. If I can pull off the top. So the mall that I grew up at, so there was a mall here. I guess I should start with that. And it opened up about when I was 13, if I'm not mistaken. I could be off with that timeline a little bit, but it was, it was right around that time. A perfect time for the mall to open for a little girl. And I have very many fond memories of being there. Jeremy does too. We spent a lot of our childhood there. Well, they have recently shut it down, and they have begun to demolish it. And they're making if I'm not mistaken, it's an Amazon warehouse. That's so cool. One of the pins got left. So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, they're making it into an Amazon warehouse. which is cool and all, because I mean, we'll get Amazon delivered quicker, I guess. But they're tearing it down section by section or whatever, and it's just so sad to see it go. So much of our childhood just gone. So sad. Let me check this real quick. That can wait. So what kind of creative things did you guys do over the weekend? I really didn't do much. I didn't have much time at all to be in here. I pulled out this book and worked on it a little bit, and the other one, whatever it's called, this one, and just kind of what I'm doing now. And then I pulled out this book, this catalog, and I started just playing around with a pen and just outlining everything. While me and Jeremy were watching TV, I just grabbed a brush marker and just started playing around. I didn't even wait for it to dry. Just started messing around, and this will probably be the base of a glue book once I finish messing around with it. So yeah, I just having fun. That's about all. I did not. Yeah, I did. I picked this up at the thrift store when we went to the thrift store. And what year is this? 2016. You know me. I love old coloring books. So I did this one while I watched a video. So I did that on the 21st. And that's about as much time as I had in the art studio. Because that took me a while to do. And I think it actually took me a couple of days. Ow. Ow, my leg. Ow. I had my leg folded underneath me now. I can't, it's all stiff. Ah! These are so hard to undo. I'm so glad to get rid of these. Alright, I'm not gonna make y'all watch me do that much longer. I need to be wrapping it up pretty soon anyway, so let's see. Let's see. This book's almost full. Let me dig down, get some images. Oh no! I flopped those images down and things went flying if you didn't see. Oh, I found a little book in here. Trying to turn it to where it doesn't look so obvious of what it is. There's something on there too. I don't know what that is. Something sticky. He's a cute little guy. Where should we put him? Ta-da! Alright guys, I think I'm going to quit right here. We'll probably work on this again Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out with me. I surely enjoyed our time together. Hopefully I will not be disappearing on you anytime soon. But thanks for waiting on me. I'll talk to you later. Bye guys.